The recap. Yeah, I know about the recap. So when we last left off, Themis met with Minbar to discuss the Court of Blood and Bone movements in the city. Yudi went to go talk to a dwarf named Silverhand, who was part of the diplomatic service in Altorum. And Yoram just kicked back and relaxed like the whole episode. He was real chill until he got a knock at the door, and then the boards got blasted open by a man with a clear and apparent illusion on his body, with a strong scent of musk and sandalwood, and decided and started a fight. Well, it okay, sure. It's it's what we call in the poker world a tell. So between all three people doing their all three separate things, at the moment Themis is returning to the safe house with full knowledge of what's going on. Well, not full knowledge, but an idea of what's going on. Yudi is headed back to the safe house with no idea what's going on. And Yolram and Avernica are trying to tidy up a little bit here. So, Alright, so Themis and Yudi will get back at... We'll just say at relatively the same time, just so I don't have to go over this twice. So outside, you see a small crowd. There are members of the Iron Bastion there that are waving people on and keeping people away. There are also quite a number, maybe like 6 or 7, people who look like they're not here in plain clothes. Look like they're not here in any sort of official capacity. Themis would probably recognize some of them being from the Raven's Eye, or at the very least wearing pins or crests of the Raven's Eye. And as you walk up, the guards block your path. Oh, well, they'll block your path. Sorry, sir. This is a entirely Daltorum business right now. We're asking people to stay clear of the scene of the incident. What time of day is it? That's a great question. You have no idea. Well, you were just in the diplomatic service, so you know it's the work week time ish, 9 to 5 somewhere. Themis doesn't blend into the crowd at all, but you're inside of the house. If you want to go to the doorway and take a peek around for some reason, you certainly can. Otherwise, I'll assume that you're trying to tidy up a little bit. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. Continue. One of you two who had started. Yes, there you go. Yeah, what's the rest of that sentence? The door is open. You don't really see it. Normally you would probably be able to, but you have a feeling if the door could close, it would. She doesn't like it when the moneymaker says that he's going to be killed. This is your house, is it? And I'll back forwards again. Back down. Wait, no, that's it. Back up. No. Aww, that's precious. Nice. Alright, well, you're both under arrest. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so you watch as one of the Raven's Eye members goes up and taps him on the shoulder and gives him a whisper into his ear. It's like, oh, alright, well, I guess you might as well go on through then. So this has, yeah. He'll actually stick with you and walk alongside you to the doorway. Oh, right, the aide. Oh shit, I forgot about him. That's right. Yeah, he's wide-eyed and taken aback by this. So, all right. So, I heard Minbar's not that happy with the situation. What do you need? What do you want to know? I've been here for a little over half an hour. Aye. All right. Remember last week when Themis was like, "Yeah, my friends will handle it. It'll be fine. I'm not going back there." Right. Of course. Of course. Right. Uh, I'm not accusing you of being inconsistent. I'm accusing you of being entertaining. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yes. Good. All right. Well, none of us are really particularly magical, but little bits that we know. It seems like there's been a big, high-level, highfalutin spell of some sort of abjuration, probably. Uh, both of them are still alive, and they're in there trying to clean up. The door's completely blown off the hinges. I don't even want to know what's wrong with the wards now, if they're even still up. It's a whole big issue, but looks like most of the inside's actually all right, except for the foyer room, the main room that you walk into with the fireplace. Do I have that up? I do have that up. Okay. But I'm gonna go on perimeter around here, see if I can pick up any more clues. Maybe they dropped something or something. Whoever did this dropped something or whatever. If you need me, I'll be around, or you can flag down one of the other guys. Just you're just saying this as you're walking into the house, and try not to get the Iron Bastion too involved in this if you can. These are just malleable guys. They're not exactly in our pockets. Sure. Sure thing. All right. So we got UD. All right. So entering the house, you see Yolram and not the spiritual guardian. You see Yolram and Avernica, and where's Dennis Meloria and Avernica. Looks like they're cleaning some stuff up, trying to tidy up as much as possible. The walls are all red. There's a few sections in the wall that have been damaged, And there's there's banners that say warning and alert and intrusion, as well as looks like some parts around the fireplace and the table itself now have little slots in them with swords and axes and other mundane weapons. Probably not. Not unless there's some reason you would have experience with that in the past. Uh, you know that his hand felt very bony, like there was no skin on it. But he had an illusion up, so you don't know. You know that he didn't look like he took any damage either. You can make some assumptions there, but no, probably not. He was definitely a lich, kind of thing. Oh, you can tell him you could tell about the smell. You definitely smelled the smell. Okay. It's what everybody does for their first campaign. Stinky. Yeah, there are some bruising. There's some bruising, yes. There's a little bit of green in there. He cast a life transferring spell while he had your neck in his hands. So there's a little bit of green, probably a little bit of gray from just tiny bits of necrotized flesh that have not fixed up yet. It's 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 pretty gnarly. Ooh. It's okay. He'll never notice unless he looks in a mirror. Yeah, yeah. It most certainly was not. This was an entire different creature entirely. He's cheated death. And he wants his book back. I don't think anybody went into the room with him. I don't recall that at all. He's definitely been, he definitely read the book. You could definitely see that he had a new one, but oh shit. Right. In order to find out that it's undead, or you basically already got told that it's. Um, we'll say Arcana. You have to be pretty high to. Oh, that's not bad. Well, judging by the fact that it seemed to have intelligence and motive and more drive to it, it's probably not your standard zombified undead. It's gonna have to be a higher level undead. It doesn't automatically mean that it's a lich, although you can of course think of a lich. But there are other uh, there are wights and revenants and different kinds of undead. If you want to do a insight check to see if you can put together the smell that Yolram described with the smell that you smelled on the train, I'll let you do an insight check or an intelligence or an insight, whichever, to put those together. That's true. Yes, I agree. It's a piece of the puzzle. Yes, I agree. No, of course not. Do you want to try and put it together? Okay, then go ahead and do an insight or an intelligence. I told you not to do that. Yeah, there's there's a lot going on here today. You are not putting those two things together at the moment. Yudi's acting suspicious. There's that to look at. There's a problem with Minbar. There's the house. There's Avernica. There's Yolram. There's too much to think about right now. Yes. That's what he wants. That's for sure. Conflict, conflagration. Mm, I, this isn't like aluminum and aluminium. I don't think it's quite as optional here. Tomato, tomato. But not the second, third, or fourth. So yeah. If you believed me, that would really simplify things. But we'll get there. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. It's all coming together in different ways. So you're not putting that together right now. Maybe it can happen later. No, not well. You can make an investigation. How are you going to know what the difference is? You can make an investigation check, though. Sure. So, yeah, that's all you got. Or two, or one. Oh shit! Shit. Uh, there's no. Oh shit. It's not. Oh, that is nice. It's not coming together for you. Even if there is somebody other than Yoram's blood, it's impossible to tell. It's all the same darkened, dark red, brown color, and you're also noticing that your aide that you got sent with you is very nervous about this whole situation. So there's a lot to think about. Yes, he is. Oh boy. You haven't really been to Deltorum though, have you? It's that's true. Do a history check, since you're a busy thinking boy today. We'll see if you Oh my goodness. It looks dwarven. That that much you're pretty confident about. There's a lot going on, man. Yeah, it tickles the vacuum. Maybe if you sleep on it, you'll think about it in the morning. Maybe when it's too late. You woke up and then immediately went out, so not too terribly long. Ooh, the Cygnus. Oh, yeah. So you left Veronica there, and well, no, because Yolam came back from the heist. No, you did the heist. No, you didn't do the heist. That's not it. You did do the heist. Yeah. It's okay. So you woke up, then you went and did the heist, and then you did this. So maybe been half a day ish. Hmm. Yeah. She stops. She's currently investigating a wall that's been cracked and there's pieces falling out of it and whatnot. Okay. She stops and looks over at you. We could certainly make entreaties at a temple. I can make an effort to get us in the cloister. It'll be some sort of very Spartan situation, but I highly doubt that my pupil would assault a temple proper. That would be the quickest solution. If you could see her eyes, they would probably be narrowing a bit. I didn't consider the fact that it is also going to be hallowed ground. We could probably make our camp on a sanctified cemetery if the need arose. In any case, that would be the quickest. I perhaps can inquire with uh, Myth's, whatever his name is, Myth's assistant. I don't remember the name of him. B something. Oh, oh. Brenton. There it is. Go ahead. Brenton was the name of Myth's assistant, the young, young, younger, yeah, the younger human, male. She could try and send a magical message to him, see if he can do anything. It's kind of a step backwards. uh, yes. Uh, yes, I will be happy to do that. Has anyone else noticed that there seems to be writing here? Quite sure. Hmm. Okay. UD walks over and starts to investigate uh, the writing. It's just a scrap, really. You just see the last two letters. It says it's that are RY from the hole in the wall uh, with the crack in the little space that it's made. But it's in it. It is carved in. It is in Dwarven. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Yulram's from the western side of this peninsula. He definitely knows Dwarven. He probably has a stronger accent than the other two. But, yeah. Anyways, yes. Uh, that's not with the dwarven structure, really. Uh, you're welcome to think of as many words as you want that end in ry, but it's the dwarven language and the dwarven structure, or whatever. It's not as delicate as Elvish, where you might be able to determine the word from the last two letters. I will say though that it seems as though there's nothing after it. There's obviously something before it, but you don't see any. But in the space, you don't see any other carvings of words or punctuation or anything else after it. It is on the inside of the house. It looks like it was bashed into by the door when it swung, and it looks like somebody put maybe like the thickness of slate, a little bit thicker. It looks like it's been layered. It looks like another layer of wall has been put over all of this. It was there before you got there. It is not red, unlike all the rest of the walls in your house right now, since the wards got broken. It is still the same gray color. That's entirely a you thing. That was the stress of the situation. He's easily. When did he say he was in relation with the people who had this previously? If we're going to move to another location, I suppose it doesn't really matter. It would be nice to see if this had anything to do with our situation. But I will go to the temple. I think we should perhaps stick together, though. And who is that? Yes, Memphis. Yes, and who is that you've brought into this crime scene? Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. As- oh yeah. Uh, what do you mean? Yeah, damn it. Oh, well. All right, so we're all going because Yoram and Themis appear to be going, and Avernika's not going to be left alone. So is that that's the whole party then going with Yudi, who doesn't want them to go with him? That's fantastic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna be scrolling on Yoram. Yeah. Yoram, you're in so much trouble. I don't even know why. This is ridiculous. All right, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Eh, okay, sure. So, should I assume that everyone's taking all of their stuff with them and you will not be returning to the safe house? Okay, so you gather all your belongings. You all went your standard travel. That's fine. Thank you. No. It's too late for that. So, see. So, okay. That's right. James needs his water. Forget about that. All right. So you're going to head towards the erudite district. Or no, that's yours, isn't it? What was the other one? You were using erudite, right? Failure for your campaign? Or was that somebody else? Okay, well, whatever. It's mine now. So you head to the erudite district, which is very quickly it turns into a very upscale place. There are iron bastions and other guards with what looks like one house crest around. There's just a general uptick in guards there, and they tend to keep an eye on your party. They're not. Yeah, alright, playing up the Asian turrets, I like it. As you continue through, and there are the shops are nicer, even the stalls have more orientation to them. You've got the nicely dressed people, whether manning them or dwarves, I should say. But they're all it's very much for them. But you walk through. I assume you'll stop and ask for directions. So. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. Yeah, there you go. So you're doing the Duchess or the Holy Mother? You said you were, because it's with deliveries for both. Correct. The Holy Mother Dwamira Ironspine and Duchess Brakasa Van Drake Titerstern Firebeard. Okay. Speaking of which, does anybody remember the name Ironspine? Except for James. It was the name of the cleric that Rauggam fought in the middle of the streets. I don't even know if you guys were there. I don't think you were. Oh yeah, nice. Of course. Well, of course he did. Of course he did. For who was chasing a great traitor. So, oh, excuse me. Yes, alleged. Of course. Well, whose fault is that? Right. So you notice quite a bit of magic that's going around here, more so than just the braziers and whatnot. You see a few people who are teleporting in and out. There's actually, it seems to be a small alcove that says Teleportarium above it. It has like maybe 5 spokes to it. You see people coming in and out. Eventually. Alright, so all that's going to be for the Firebeard. It's not going to be for Holy Mother Dwamira Ironspine. So let me just keep that in your back pocket. We'll get back to it. But you're going to go see the Holy Mother. So you make your way down close to the heart of Dalton. And it's very easy to see. It's the largest temple around. It's a temple of Vulcan. You'll enter. You'll make your motions, religious motions or not, whatever. Okay. And well, it's pretty much similar. It's very similar to the Himalayan dwarfs, so you probably know what you're doing. Anyways, you find yourself a priest or friar, and so that you want to speak with Dwamira Ironspine. You are seated in the pews, and then you eventually fetched and brought back into the office of the Holy Mother. So she's a pretty severe-looking woman. She's got plenty of gray. Her hair is not piled up, unlike so many of the other women who use it. She has a habit on. It's a little bit more flatter and lays across her shoulders. She sets her pen down, her quill, I should say. Sets her quill down and looks at this group. Oh, Hitch, what is this then? How can the church help you this evening? That's not the way I wanted to do that at all. And she'll take the package across. She'll set it to the side. Ernestine Silvertongue, then, right? He's what is he doing with what is he doing with something for me? And why are you bringing it? What's right? And the rest of you? What? Yo. Yoram's had a lot of adventure lately. I'm just taking it easy. Well, two of you went with Judy, and Vernon is not going anywhere by herself. So, that's everybody. Well, this is what happened. But it's nice to see you guys doing it all together. Seeing as how when you split out, that's when something happens. Yeah, can you imagine? Might as well. Yeah. You've all got the hamper, right? So, oh, that's right. Yeah. And I don't mean to. Right. So. All right, Veronica. I am here as a cleric of Pluto. Traveling with these as we are of one mind on many subjects, and we are working together to achieve them. To me. Nice. A delicate snort. I want to hear that. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's... yeah, more of a snort. Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. And miss it, she does. She's busy. She engages in a little bit of small talk with Veronica. And then turns back to Yudi. I appreciate very much you bringing this gift from Silvertongue for me. I assume that he's compensating you. So unless you need some sort of blessing or something, I'll see you on your way. Yeah. How many indulgences are you willing to shell out here? Oh, but of course, we have the cause to pride ourselves on being able to at least help, if not answer all of your questions. Please, speak it, and you shall be heard. Yes? certain bit. I cannot get out of the Irish accent for some reason. Right. Let's go. Yeah, well, your dad has one. Why can't you? Ben does not have one. I've heard him talk. Anyways. Right. Perhaps unity? Perhaps, I'd say there's enough dedication to the gods, for sure. But have a bit more focus, I'd say. We're being pulled in a lot of directions right now. You are in the dwarven kingdom of Kjolin, because it's in the Kjolin mountain range. Kjolen. The kingdom of Kjolin. To create a strong Kjolin, that's like asking nothing at all from me. That's of course. I look forward to see what a non-dwarf has to say on the matter. Okay. Is everyone else going with him? Right, but it definitely. All right. Okay. You'll come out of the. You'll come out of the whatever it is, out of the temple, onto the main street. Where are we going next? Right to the Firebeards. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so come back to the. The plot thickens. Isn't it? Yeah, you can't walk in the front. Everybody knows that. So, so now, if you harken back to the nice area that I described earlier, there's a teleportarium and there's excellent shops and plenty of iron bastion, as well as other guards that look like they have house crests on them. All right. There's quite a few clothes shops. Majority of them seem to be geared towards female dwarves. There's plenty of food as well. There's a couple of furniture, maybe not furniture, maybe more like objet d'art that are around with carvings and statuary and a few paintings even. But it's more upscale shop, more like boutiques. There's plenty of sewing customized outfits if you need something done specifically for your size for this specific holiday or whatever. Something like that, you can go in and get fitted and all that. It's a bit niche. It's a bit boutique style. There's not really much in the way of weapon shops or adventuring shops. You might be able to get some quality, uh, yes, yeah, just yeah, yes, just fewer immigrant. Yes, yes, Yoram, tell us about your Midwestern white woman's shopping center experience in Mormonism. Oh, Target, that's it. That's all you got. Why did you do this? Oh yeah. 5 sessions. Yeah, you can really set the tone. It's all about the first session is really where you want to set the tone. I think you'd be good at it for sure, for sure. Do you want to expand on that as well? It's okay, you don't have to. No, no. Oh. It was in the pipes. Now it's not. Hot. Well, James is. Yeah. It and yeah, and now we're done. So, well, it's 1 o'clock now. We're done. Yeah. All right. So you eventually ask for directions and make your way, or the aid knows whatever. And holy shit. Okay. And you eventually make your way to one of the larger houses. It's nestled into a very large. I don't know if I want to say alcove, but a half cave that's off of the way a little bit. There, it looks like there's quite a bit of yard work or gardens, I should say, but it's more fungal gardens. So there's glowing bits of mushrooms and lichen and whatnot. It's all very well manicured and very well maintained. Yes, you do. There's also quite a few servants' houses, as well as well as yeah. You don't remember them. You don't remember them from your. Basically, I ignored your question, James. There. Yeah, did you? You don't see anything. I know, sweetie. It's okay. But you made a dice tray, so that's fine. There's nothing that you remember from your teleportation into the mushroom farm, if that's what you're asking. But generally, lichen's not really something that you want to be eating, anyways. Mushrooms are doable. Anyways, yeah, that's a lot of digestion for very little calories. But you've been into at least one of these dwarven cities before. You've Dallas seen some of it. So, anyways, there it opens up into what is a center house with two wings on either side. There is a gate that is oddly enough after the gardens, so it seems as though the pedestrians and passersby are allowed to explore the gardens, but not exactly allowed to approach the house itself. So you walk up to the gate that is it's been walled up, but the walls are high enough that you can't just jump over them or anything. But the gate's there, and you see what looks like a pull cord that is just hovering there in the air on the right side of the gate. Okay. You ring the bell. You watch as the maybe 5 foot length of rope goes down with Themis's hand, comes back up, and you don't hear anything. You assume that it did something. After a couple minutes, you see a dwarven fellow who's a little bit more, shall we say, portly than other dwarves you may have seen. He has on what looks like a beret, and he makes his way over towards you. He's got, if you've ever seen like a Scottish suit or tuxedo, where it's just the top half and the bottom half is the kilt. But if you just think about the top half, it's like that, with the very deep neckline for the vest or waistcoat. It's reminiscent of that. Yes, may I help you with anything today? What are you? Ooh. Secured a lunch. Duchess Rakasa Vandrake Tighter Stern Firebeard. I will put that in the chat so you can just copy and paste it, dear. You're welcome. Yeah. Nice. He just called you the help. There you go. If you'd come up with one on your own, wouldn't have had to do it. Right. So, he looks over you and looks like over your shoulder a little bit. Right. So, package is important, but someone who's actually made an appointment is a bit more important. May I crave your name? Well, he buttles professionally, so yes. Manservant. Uh, Great. Yeah, that name rings a bell. Absolutely. Are you all doing this at once then? Having one meeting? Don't. Right. Well, I can certainly invite you in and grant you some food and drink while I inquire as to the lady of the house. Uh, he'll open the gate. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 You continue. Yeah, Themis isn't worried about himself. About you, rather. He's not worried about you. Yeah, that has never backfired once. All right, so you enter the with the aid and with Veronica. Ooh. All right. So, just it's that big dick energy. No, no, I am not on board with that. I'm gonna go ahead and overrule that. Don't. All right, James. You've earned yourself an inspiration dice, my man. I don't even remember. Who cares? Oh yeah, well, everybody had one. Yes. So you will be walked in. There is plenty of statuary. There's a very large, high ceiling foyer. As you come in, looks like there are stairs on the other side. In the center, there is probably a dwarven ancestor statue. He leads you to the left, down a hallway, and into a very large sitting room with a fireplace. Button-backed chairs that have been well upholstered. He rings in for some refreshments. There are some light sandwiches and not so much tea. Uh, it's a little bit a root brew, yeah. Maybe like a very light ale or mead or something like that. Nothing with a high alcoholic concentration, just enough to help you relax. And there's probably a they'll probably cut you off quickly, regardless. But someone of class. Go ahead. Hmm. Oh, you're Yes. I I tried to make. Well, I didn't even think y'all were gonna go in there. It's not like anybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I pick up a frying pan that you have there and throw it at the lich." Like nobody's gonna do that. So I was like, "Whatever. It looks like tiles. There, we're done." Yeah, because it's electric. That's an action. Yeah, really. It's gonna be at least 10 rounds. That is pretty fucking. I assume you preheated the oven, and then the fight just happened. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. It's a dwarven. It's a dwarven. Oh, well, if Bo were here, he could tell you what all the precise cooking times would be. But it's a dwarven stove slash oven, so I assume that it's just a little bit overboard in everything it does. And I imagine them a little bit like Germans, where they over-engineer things, but I've made it more like a loopy kind of crazy way, where it's not where it's magical and not exactly as practical as Germans are. So or there's a shit ton of heat, whatever. Anyways, so Yolrum, you hear all of that, and I assume that you're going to stow it away for a later date. So, unless there's anything else, I'll have Duchess Firebeard enter. Okay. She is announced by the manservant. Duchess Vakasa Van Drake Taterstone Firebeard. She'll nice, nice. She will give a small curtsy, and very just more of an acknowledgement than any sort of we are peers here. She's she's getting up there. She's got a few streaks of gray in her hair, which is piled up high and has many amulets and bits of jewelry strung in through it. She's got on a surprisingly functional dress at the moment. They do have pannier on the side, so she's a little bit wider than she looks a little bit wider than she actually is. That's what I'm going to say. But she steps in and uh, gives a slight curtsy, gives a slight nod. Ooh, great. This is. Nope. Ooh, yes, this is quite intriguing to meet all of you here. What's, I trust that you've had an enjoyable wait. Right, so... Nope, I can't get this down. I'm trying. It's so close to going into Mrs. Doubtfire, and I'm trying to stop it. You don't even know how hard I'm struggling right now. Hello. Um, yeah. Oh, jeez. I'll just take Mapeline and just do that. Actually, the two of you don't even know who she is. Never mind. It's not. Oh, thanks. Excuse me. Well, then I'll just have a seat. So, what news do you bring, then? I'm most anxious to hear it. Okay. You set it on the table. The manservant will move it over to her. She'll look at it, but she's not going to open it. She will instruct him to take it, and he will open it himself and show her the contents. At which point she will then fold it out a little bit, I suppose. Not completely take it out of the packaging, but just look at it. These are the garments that I had Diplomat Silvertongue procure for me from the Eastlands. It's finally excellent. They finally came in. It was a bit quicker than I had expected. That's always much appreciated. You appear to be from the East yourself. I trust that you didn't come all the way over here just to give me my package. Smooth. She, she'll at least feign a blush, if not, if not actually blush. It is a bit hard to tell. She is wearing powder. But you are most kind, young sir. Oh hell. To Raugham's return to Del Toro, but not as a, well. He doesn't know his location yet. Well, you can easily find out either way. Yep, and you have your room, and you have the blood. Anyways, yes, she definitely didn't know. She gives a mild amount of surprise that's not hidden in any way, shape, or form. If he's returned, I'm sure that everyone would know about it, since he should only be returning with a dragon's head. Yes. Triscani. Oh, being pushed back. Right, yeah. She gets a little bit of a hmm, not a snort. She does a little chuff, I suppose, at that. I'm quite. They didn't even manage to take Zufbar. I don't think they're going to come all the way up here and threaten us with anything. The way I understand it, rather recently, um, the kingdom of Enola that had broken away from the Empire was a bit of a battleground, and of course there's Hannibal, who's up in Germania, raiding and pillaging. And then on the not the continent, whatever it is, the peninsula, the Iberian Peninsula, they're pushed back slightly past the Pyrenees. If I remember correctly, the Empire seems to be holding its own, I suppose, making more progress on the eastern side of the Mediterranean than the western side, to be sure. Oh, please do tell. The Cornan Confederacy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I. Yeah, if I've mentioned it once, I've mentioned it a million times. A certain, a certain ledge. Yeah, there's so many to choose from. I thought you meant more Sierra. Anyways, okay, so okay, sure, why not? Right? Uh, so divination. Oh yeah, the divination. Oh yes, it's always a pleasure to have the access to divination. They can view the future. Is it not? So you're telling me that you foresee problems in your sky? I don't that we are certainly agreed. I suppose the only matter really is how. Oh! Oh man, I really just want to say you and what army, but that's not what she's gonna say. Oh, you know. Oh, jeez, that's right. You're gonna have a children's crusade. Cool. Uh, it's not yet. Not yet. You offering to create a buffer nation like Belgium, which doesn't exist here, obviously. But I'm just. Mm. Oh, what is that called? A satrapy? Yes, you're willing to create a satrapy, or to uh, act, and become first warning system before killing a shield. Then that's that's a lot of land just for solving cask. How much of this Caspian, the entirety of the Caspian problem, you're offering to solve? All the entire line, the all of the Caspians who remain. There's his fiancée. There's Rauggam himself. There's a few. Oh, I'm quite sure I don't know anything about the Grey Lords. They're they're. Okay. Okay. There's certainly have enough clout with the. Hmm, I don't even know what they would have called the Netherlands back then. Lower Germania, maybe? So they have enough clout in the Lower Germania area to get you perhaps a city state of some kind. But yes, uh-huh. It's still quite a big ask for one member of the Caspians. You are. Is he? Ooh. No, certainly is not. Avernic is going to tap Yoram on the shoulder, by the way. Hmm? She's kind of hard to read. She's still got the tasseled blindfold over her eyes. She's definitely listening very intently. Seems as though she. I'm not going to say that you see her tap Yoram, but I will say that you see Yoram looking over at her. If he does. You look over at her when she taps you? Okay. Alright, so I'll let you catch the Yoram looking over at her. Uh, she's very focused and um, kind of like when kind of like if you ever well you probably have if you get like students or somebody who you can see them and you look at them and you know that they're focusing on what's being taught or something or subject matter like that. It's like that. It's like she's got blinders on. She is very much interested in this. Doesn't she's not like she's not like going for her sword or anything, but you know she's this is paying she's paying attention. This is wheeling and dealing. This is stuff that moves mountains. And obviously, you just prestidigitated a symbol that maybe she knows about, maybe she doesn't. Anyways, so yes, she's gonna tap your. She's not gonna say anything or message. You know, she probably could. She's not going to. No, that is most certainly not in the agreement. The spirit of this is that he goes and does the entire thing himself. So he's back here without a dragon's head, which is a, which breaks his say exile. Yeah, yeah, which breaks his exile, and now he's having people deliver a dragon to him. What a despicable individual! That is no better than having them deliver the dragon's head on a silver platter. Oh, what a disgusting, despicable, dishonorable cur. Really going to have to do something about this. Although you're offering to do something about it. You carried on with him for a bit. You 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 bring him to Magni, Firebeard, and I do believe and offer up your testimony at a trial. Now I believe I can get you a city-state in Lower Germania. This would be to be agreeable. Be a bit high of an asking price, but I'm sure you'll prove your worth. My man with the promises. Oops. It's, you, So why are they not giving it back to you? If you want, you don't even. Sure, go for it. You're right. You don't. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You can reasonably infer that it has to do with you and what you're speaking into her ears, but yep. Oh, fucking James. Oh, okay. Right. Well, if they're not giving you a grimoire, it's either a miscommunication that you need to clear up, or you need to be a bit more proactive so that they notice your activities and your efforts. I don't. You're going to tell me of your exploits and have me pass along. Hmm. Yep. I'm able to make inquiries, get you a bit of insight as to how that may go, but it's going to be quite a task for me to simply override your agreements and get you your book back without any particular reasons. And mm, no, we don't know that. We don't know how big his knights are, as you just said. You could fail in this task. Hmm. I'm not unsympathetic to your actions to aid us in removing these lowbrow cascades, packets of drunkards and thieves all. I will be happy to provide you with some potions of our own, but obtaining your grimoire for you, meddling in the affairs of my family, is going to be a long, uh, involved procedure that I cannot and will not guarantee results for. Hmm. Yeah, I suppose that would be more of a win-win. It is. I can certainly put you in contact with whoever your handler was, and I can assure you that if you do manage to out Rauggam and his cohort of these so-called knights, however unchivalrous they may be, I will most certainly aid you in your causes. It is quid pro quo, as it were. Alive would be preferable. You would like to have a bit of a word with him before his execution, perhaps have a trial, due process, and all that. You can, of course, get him close to death, but perhaps not dead. Although if you have well, we'll just say Avernica introduced herself, since there's no reason not to. Just since you have a, yeah, since you have a cleric of Pluto, you should be able to manage the near-death element quite well indeed. Yes, yes, offer them a gentle repose. Well, yeah, whatever. You can, you can, you can, you can bring them back, I guess. Whatever. If you get, well, Revernica does. I mean, Avernica does have revivify and other spells. You could just kill him and then bring him back, just to torture him a little bit and piss him off. Whatever. Yeah, yeah, I know you don't like him, so you want to, No, not really. He also never did anything to endear himself. So at the very least, so no, I mean neither. Yeah, at the very least, he's like an object. At the very worst, he's like a nuisance. I think he's worse than all that, but whatever. Right. So, you can. If there's anything else, you can make a little bit of conversation, maybe some small talk. Doesn't really feel like that's the direction it would go, but you can finish up and have a pleasant conversation, pleasant meal, and all that before eventually taking leave. Ooh. Mm. She she's no, it's quite high. It's she's used a few, whatever it is, Raven's Eye assets in the past, just not very often. Ah. Aww. Can't wait. I can't wait. Right. Aw. I thought you were gonna say a love potion or something, but that works too. Anywho, yes. So you finish your conversation, take your leave, and you find yourselves outside of the fence facing the gardens and the rest of Deltorum, outside of Duchess Firebeard's house, mansion, palace, palazzo. hmm Well, he said I have a lot of questions for you too, and now he's not here. Uh, yeah, but he's he told me that. I don't know why he wait. He could have had asked you questions on the whole walk. Whatever. James is James. Uh, he has to get a. He, I can't. So I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. I can see if maybe Monday. Maybe. Was I say no? Oh, you can. Okay. Maybe 9:30. If it. Yeah. Yeah. If I do. Uh, if I work on Monday, I can get home at 9. So 9:30 ish would probably be the earliest I could start. If I just request off, we can make it whenever o'clock. Yeah. Right. So, I James doesn't really have anything else that he wants to do, as far as I know, unless uh, I'm. All right. Okay. Over politics. Oh! Right now, it's still entertaining enough, at least for me. Oh boy. Well, yeah, you're the only one who calls him that. Well, it's kind of hot. Well, all right. So we're not going to continue. So let's talk about the going around to another dimension, another pantheon stuff for a couple sessions. Since two of you are here, and I guess I'll just talk to James about that next time, maybe Friday or something. I don't know. You're interested? Okay. How far is that arc from now? You want to take out the Fae, like that arc? All right. That's Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's so. I pictured the Fae as interdimensional beings, anyways. They're kind of a constant, as far as I'm concerned, across the whole multiverse thing that I'm doing. It's yeah, it's yes, it's a nexus point. How's that, or whatever? I might change. I might reskin them a little bit, but anyways. Okay, so not anytime soon then. Yes, for sure. Mm, yeah, there it is. All right. Okay. Yes. Well, obviously, Yogham's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. That doesn't have to be role played unless it actually want it to be. That's kind of optional. There's no reason to. Well, yeah, I'm not developing a dwarven justice system, so we're gonna. It's not gonna be too detailed. But yeah, let's just ignore the fact that I was thinking about swimsuits for the various races however many months ago. That was unnecessary. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. All right. If it happens in three, then I guess that's fine. I just wanted to shake things up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I hmm. I'll getting Rauggam. I can write in some purple eye iris. Well, that's the thing, because I forgot. I keep forgetting about Yudi having his blood. So I was like, maybe Rauggam comes back to you guys and says, "Hey, I need some help killing this dragon." And then yeah, and then like you guys do this for me, and then I swear we'll be done with each other, or whatever. And then you just turn him in anyways. But you just got the blood, so it's not. Yeah, you take its whole layer. That's more than 3 sessions right there. We're already building on this shit. But yeah, you can still go and kill the dragon. Yeah, there's certainly enough build up after 60 some sessions to have a lot to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Everything worth doing is. All right. No, because right. Everybody. Everybody who matters. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Everyone who's alive is happy. That's what matters. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Analog. Right. Okay. So next session. Well, it's your game. That's what you want to do. That's what we're doing. Probably find out if you want to do the dragon as well, because that's another big fight. Yeah, there's a dragon horde full of powdered purple iris. Sure. Not anymore. We can circle back around to that. There's no reason not to. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. All right. So cap Rauggam somehow, whether it be with dragon or with the power or whatever it is, or he'll come to you, whatever it is. Cap Rauggam and then have the Fae fight and then get blasted somewhere else to a post-apocalyptic world, and then you can come back or something, or not, or not. You can go and save that world, whatever. That's exactly what that's exactly what everybody wants to hear. Très à propos. If you're happy with it, yeah, yes, verily. Why does this not? Oh, hello, nurse. I like it. Okay, that is just under 2 hours.